Boom! 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 Boom!
Mr. President, it's time.
Yes, it is time for another weekly roundup of the best of AI slopaganda, humiliating Trump and all of his boot-licking, sycophantic suck-ups. And I've got brutal and hilarious videos covering the UFC fight, Grandpa Donnie's name coming off the Kennedy Center, Trump capitulating to Iran, Americans shooting our dear leader into outer space, and even Hunter Biden going to town on the whole regime. This is why we love the internet. So get ready for some much needed laughs right after you help me out and hit subscribe to Really American Media here on YouTube and over on Substack. Okay. All right, let's start off with the shit show that everyone's talking about, mainly out of embarrassment. The UFC cage match happening on the lawn of the White House and what has to be the ultimate redneck wet dream come to life.
There's a cage on the lawn where the roses used to grow. Spotlight shining bright in a red, white, blue glow. Tourists stop and stare, asking what's that tower for. Now there's walkout music blasting from the south lawn door. They said it was temporary, just a one-night show. But then somebody smiled and said, maybe no. Welcome to the White House octagon. Steel in the sunshine, cameras on. Leave it up forever comes the battle cry, like the Eiffel Tower reaching to the sky. History's watching. Nobody knows how a UFC arena became a national monument show. Presidents and fighters sharing center stage. Founding fathers looking puzzled from the page. Marching bands and title belts beneath the summer sun. Nobody can tell if it's politics or fun. Welcome to the White House octagon. Steel in the sunshine, cameras on. Maybe it stays forever, maybe it comes down soon. Maybe there's a title fight under the harvest moon. One thing's for certain, everybody's talking now about the giant cage beside the White House.
Yeah, Trump has said that maybe the ring should just stay there, much like the Eiffel Tower was never meant to be permanent, but ended up staying anyway. But the big difference is, one is a beautiful piece of architecture, and the other is just a piece of shit that makes us look like the biggest idiocracy the world has ever seen. The only reason we should keep that embarrassment going is if we're going to put Trump and his entire cabinet on trial inside of that ring for the whole world to see. Now that I would buy a ticket for. And speaking of this whole 250 celebration and what a joke it's become, here is a great video about electing a clown and getting a circus.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Freedom 250, a celebration of how America has been turned into a freak show. Get yourself some Trump hair cotton candy.
Hey, little boy, want to come see my Oval Office?
And here's RFK Jr.'s haunted funhouse and viral vaudeville. Step into the freak show with Laura Loomer, Steve Bannon, Paula White, and Franklin Graham. Check out the clown car with Marco Rubio, Pete Hegseth, J.D. Vance, and Mark Wayne Mullen. But wait, here's John Wick coming to save us.
Time to end this madness.
Yeah, the whole world will literally cheer when that circus packs up and moves on into obscurity or into maximum security. But hey, happy 250 America. I'd be shocked if we make it to 300 at this rate. And speaking of shocking, Trump keeps getting fatter and America keeps getting dumber. Perhaps that famous poem on the Statue of Liberty should actually read, "Give me your gullible, your poor rednecks, your huddled megas yearning to be dominated." Okay, sorry for that last visual, but Trump is literally a stain on America, so call it a sign of the times. Speaking of signs, score one for the judicial branch of our barely functioning government for ordering the removal of Trump's name from the Kennedy Center. Here is some actual footage of that happening. You know, I'm glad to see those men doing something they clearly enjoy, and I assume they'll be performing inside the Kennedy Center soon. I would also buy a ticket to that. Meanwhile, Trump is throwing a hissy fit about having his name removed like he's a cute little whiny snowflake baby. Oh, yes, you are, aren't you?
238, that's what the scale said. Very rigged scale. I think it was made in China. I'm tariffing bathroom scales first thing Monday.
Donald, I've been saying this for months. The Diet Coke, the Big Macs, the ketchup, your liver is sending me emails at this point.
My liver is fine. My liver is the strongest liver in presidential history. Lincoln didn't even have a physical. Nobody checked on that guy. Very irresponsible.
I brought you a smoothie. Kale, spirulina, elk placenta, and something I found in my yard that I'm 80% sure is safe.
Bobby, I'm not drinking something that looks like it came out of a lawnmower. The doctor said exercise more. That's it. I'll walk to the podium faster. Problem solved.
Walking to a podium is not exercise, Donald.
It is when you do it with this much energy. Nobody walks to a podium like me. Very fast, very powerful. Burns at least 10 calories, probably more.
You gained 14 pounds in 1 year.
That's not weight, Bobby. That's presence. I'm taking up more space, as a leader should. Very presidential growth. The doctor should be thanking me.
Yeah, we feel you, baby RFK Jr. We feel you. And Grandpa Donnie has a lot in common with his baby version. They both need a nap and they both wear diapers. And Trump continues to get all cranky over his war of choice in Iran. He first demanded complete and total capitulation from Iran, but now he's the one capitulating before America gives him a timeout to think about what he's done.
History don't lie. Capitulation or quagmire. Yeah, capitulation or quagmire. Pick your side. Talk big, then you fold when the pressure rise. You seen this before. Afghanistan and Iraq, Vietnam show the same. Now you running it back. Capitulation or quagmire. That's the trap. You can lie to the world, but you can't change the facts. One day you winning, next day you stuck. It's the same old story. You just out of luck. You want the win, but you don't want the cost. So you keep changing sides like the line getting crossed. You can talk about deals, you can talk about power, but the same old cycle playing every hour. You've seen how it ends when you stay too long. Now you walking the same road, singing the same song. You can threaten and bluff, you can act like you strong, but the pattern is clear and it's been going on. You don't learn from the past, you just repeat the mistake. Now the same old trap got you feeling the way. I ran, I folded, I ran, not afraid. While you stuck in the middle trying to save face. Capitulation means you gotta give in. Quagmire means you lose before you even begin. Capitulation or quagmire, pick your side. Talk big, then you fold when the pressure rise. You seen this before, now the story repeats. Sacred defense, watching while you stuck on repeat. Capitulation or quagmire, yeah, that's it. You can't win this game, you can only admit. Sacred defense. Capitulation or quagmire, history repeats. Sacred defense. Capitulation or quagmire, history repeats.
Yeah, history does repeat. You know what they say, those that are ignorant of history are doomed to repeat it. Well, those of us that are not ignorant are forced to sit here and watch. It's good times. And everything old is new again, including classic video games and a certain guy named Biden. No, not that Biden.
Fight!
Christian nationalism!
Laptop! 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 Laptop!
Victory!
Round 2.
Yeah!
Dolphins make me cry!
Ukrainian oil money! Victory!
Round 3.
Cookies!
Blanket Carter! Victory! Round 3. Rock attack!
Honey pot!
Cutting tweet! Victory! Final round.
It's tacos on the menu tonight.
Sleepy Joe!
You've got the wrong Biden. Dementia Donnie!
Finish him!
I call upon the Epstein files.
Victory! Yatta!
Yeah, Hunter Biden has been winning the internet recently by owning his past mistakes and clapping back at the mega types. Here's my favorite one. So remember, a few years ago, somebody dropped a bag of cocaine at the White House during Biden's term. Fun stuff. This troll accused Hunter of being the person who did it. Hunter replied, quote, "It most definitely was not. I would never have forgotten my drugs." Which I completely believe because you don't forget things like that. Much like Trump claims to have forgotten who Jeffrey Epstein is. But the internet will never let him forget their bromance. Yeah, that's all very fitting since Trump's second term is essentially rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. And since we cannot give him a one-way ticket on that boat, how about a one-way ticket to outer space?
3, 2, 1. We have liftoff of the Make America Great Again rocket and the first U.S. president sent into space.
And that is one small step for a man-child and one giant leap forward for all humanity. And with that, I hope you had some good laughs. And I encourage you, please like this video and comment below to get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, newest episode is out right now. You can watch it here or go listen to it on your favorite podcast site and hit subscribe while you're there. Thank you in advance. I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.